Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back at it here with this deck. It's really great, and the fact that he drops a log means I could probably go with my Dark Goblin. He played that pretty quickly, so well played on his part. This deck is really solid if you don't have Evil Executioner. If you do, the other version with the Evil Executioner works just as well. I'm going to go with the Ghost here. Again, the whole idea here is to get as many evil ghosts as you can, and you can cycle pretty quickly with this deck, and then just get a set of recruits going in double elixir with the prince on one side, ghost on one side. That'll be your first wave of defense. Then your second wave of defense really comes around with the Ram Rider afterwards. So that's kind of how you want to play it. He's gonna protect his Expo, which makes sense. So we know he has logs, so we can't rely on Dark Goblin too much unless we can bait things out. I'm okay with that kind of like locking on. I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with the vines though. Just damage that down, and we're gonna get the log out of him, which is really great. I'm gonna go with the Dark Goblin here. We're gonna get our Royal Ghost pretty soon, I would say. So that's gonna clean up that Ice Wizard pretty quickly, and we're gonna get a Tesla out of him. So that's pretty good. Ghost should get straight onto tower for hits at least. Dark Goblin's gonna clean up that that Tesla, which is really great. And I think we can probably just rock the Furnace here in the middle. See if we can maybe get. He's probably gonna want to go with Ice Wizard plus the skeletons. Oh, he doesn't drop it. Interesting stuff. I think we'll be okay here. I'm gonna go recruits. And obviously if you want to go Barbaro instead of log, definitely feel free to do that. You're gonna have a little more success against Expo, Mortar, whatever it may be, but you're gonna not have the ability to against log bait or stuff like that. So we're gonna get Ghost to put in a decent amount of work. Let's go Ram Rider here. I'm gonna go Prince on the Valkyrie. I'm very surprised he's playing the Tesla just like right at the bridge, but it is what it is. Let's see what he does here. I'm not really trying to predict that set of skeletons, so that's fine. We're really just kind of playing around right now, nothing too super serious. I'm gonna hit him with the Vine Spell here, and then we're gonna go Dark Goblin here. We're gonna go with the Ghost here. We'll go with the Ram Rider here as well. Oh, that was pretty well played, I guess. We're gonna get the Evil Furnace rolling here, and that's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, right now it's just really just a defensive clinic going on. We get a Fire Spirit on tower, guys. That's really nice on both sides. Let's go recruits. This is where I would really love to have, the Barbaro over something like the log. But the recruits on the other side should also kind of take the targeting, so that should be great. We should be fine there. We'll go with the Furnace here. We should be able to kind of clean everything up afterwards. That log was definitely not necessary. I forgot the Furnace was going to spawn some Fire Spirits. Let's go Ram Rider here. That's going to pull the Valkyrie. Really great spot. Not just against Valkyrie, but as you guys probably know, against a lot of other things. So knowing he's got Rocket, guys, we got to be really careful. We got to start putting a lot of pressure on him. Let's go with the recruits here. I think we're going to have to make a really solid play to kind of make something happen. We'll go Furnace here. And we're going to pressure this. We need to start pressuring both sides a little bit better. Let's go with the Dark Goblin here. We'll go with Ram Rider, since that gets kind of cleaned up. We have the Vine Spell here as well. I'm going to hit it with the Vine Spell. We'll get the tower plus the Ice Wizard. Guys, we're going to get the Ghost on tower for a boatload of damage. Even with the Evil Valkyrie, guys, that's going to be a boatload of damage that he's going to have to deal with. Down to 278, guys. Down to 278. Let's do this here. We're just going to probably get a... We need to take care of that first, and then we'll probably hit him with the Vine Spell just to keep our stuff alive for a little longer. Evil Furnace is going to do great, and just like that, guys, we are going to do it after a very defensive start. Dark Goblin is going to break on through, and that right there is going to be how you do it. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here, keeping things rolling. And if you start out with both Dark Goblin and Furnace in hand, feel free to go with the Furnace. Just keep in mind it's your main source of air splash air defense. So that's just something good to keep in mind there. Let's go with the recruits as well. We're gonna have a pretty good counter push afterwards because of that. He's gonna have a good fireball. I'm gonna go Dark Goblin here, maybe make him less tempted to go with a lighter spell on the other side, but he still goes with that side, so that's cool. Bandit's really not gonna get anything right there. We got a decent amount of damage because the Dark Goblin actually locked on. So this is basic bridge spam. We're gonna have a pretty interesting time trying to break through with the Ram Rider. So we'll have to see how we want to play it. I'm gonna go Ram Rider. I'm pretty sure he's got his P.E.K.K.A. Puts us in a slight precarious situation, but he's gonna go Dark Prince plus the E-Wiz. So that's interesting there. Let's do the Ghost, and then we'll go hit him with the Log too. I think that would be pretty good. Ooh, that was a really good split lane pressure there actually. Let's go Dark Goblin here. He's gonna get a lot of damage. So that was well played. Have to give him that. But we'll get some damage on the other side too, I think. All right, so Fire Spirit and the Furnace clears that up. Yeah, so that was a really well played right there. Probably should have gone with Prince to defend the Dark Prince and the E-Wiz, but I was getting a little greedy and wanted to build up a counter push. So sometimes that happens and you have to deal with the consequences after. Let's go Ram Rider here though. See if he repeats his defense. Going Bandit's interesting. We're definitely going to get at least one hit on tower, so we get a zap out of him. We'll go Ghost here. Ghost is going to be perfect to deal with this. I have a feeling he's still got his P.E.K.K.A. He's just not wanting to play it. We'll go hit him with the Vine Spell here. That will at least prevent that from dashing. And yeah, there's that P.E.K.K.A. guys. So I'm going to go like this here. Where's that Battle Ram? It's going to be coming around some point, I think. We're going to get quite a bit of Fire Spirits. Surprised he's not zapping or anything. We're going to get a pretty decent push on this side. So let's get this rolling. I'm going to go with the Dark Goblin here. We really need to take out this Firecracker. And we are going to lock onto the Firecracker, guys. That's really, really nice, taking that out. Bandit is also going to get taken out, which is also really nice. Let's go with the Log here. Would probably prefer to not have used it, but that's fine. Furnace is definitely going to be alive after the fact. So look at that, guys. After, you know, starting out as poorly as we did, we're in a pretty good spot. So again, with this deck, you know, you don't have a heavy spell. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's go Dark Goblin here. We're going to do the Vine Spell here. We're going to go with the Log as well. That should clean up most of that stuff. We'll go with the Prince here. That should be pretty good. We take out the Firecracker, which is really nice. Dark Goblin is going to clean that up really nicely. Let's go with the Ram Rider here. We should be able to hit him with the Vine Spell depending on his E-Wiz. Where's that E-Wiz? We're going to hit him with the Vine Spell now then, and we're going to get Ram Rider on tower to wrap things up. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling, and wow, he's just going to start out with the Hog. So we're going to go with the Prince plus the Furnace. This is going to be a really solid counter push here, guys. So, you know, I'm going to take it. We're going to have a Fire Spirit behind that, or with the Prince, I guess, in this case. We'll go with the Dark Goblin here. At least, you know, give us an opportunity maybe to at least get some damage. Dark Goblin gets onto tower, which is nice because he has the Bar Barrel instead of Log. So we can keep the pressure up here. The 3 Elixir, you know, Rogue Ghost is absolutely amazing. So see what he has for this. Alright, he's going to go Zappy. So this, I think, might be pretty typical Hog, right? Roll Hogs. So I'm going to go ahead and log it like this here. And we might take one hit, maybe. Yeah, we take one hit there. So if he's got the Flying Machine, that's something for us to keep in mind. But I know he's definitely got his Hogs, and I feel like he's got his... Yeah, there's that Flying Machine, so pretty sure he's also got Recruits. It's pretty typical. I'm going to hit him with the... Yeah, there's the Recruits. Going pretty aggressive there. That's going to cost me a pretty decent amount of damage. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty decent amount of damage on both sides because I went pretty aggressive. So is what it is. I will own up to that. It's not too bad considering, you know, the deck that we have. So I don't feel all that bad. I'll be curious. I mean, he's shown Fireball and he's shown Arrows, so that's something for us to keep in mind as well. Let's go with the Furnace here. Should be pretty good because every time it hits, you know, it's going to spawn a Fire Spirit like that. Really, really nice. See if he goes for a fireball. There's that fire. Oh, he misses the evil furnace. Wait, that's going to be massive then. All right, we have the... we're going to hit him with the vine spell here. That's going to be really nice. Wow, that's such a mental error on his part. And that might just be what turns the tide in this match. So I'm going to go for... Oh, wait a second. I need to do this here. I'm not going to really just give him the tower. Oh, he does earn it with the evil hogs. The evil hogs are low-key kind of pretty good. Got to give it to that. So let's go with the furnace here. He's probably going to fireball it and not miss it this time, would be my guess. But we're going to get some fire spirits here, so should be pretty good. Let's go with our ghost. Should be able to splash onto most of everything there. We'll go with our own recruits, and let's keep this pressure up. I think this is going to be really nice here with the prince. Then, you know, in about a few seconds, we'll get our Ram Rider here, and that's going to clean up most of his stuff, I would say. Prince is still alive. Furnace is still alive. We're going to hit him with the log, keeping our furnace as healthy as possible, forcing out arrows. Pretty nice. So that means we should be clear to go Dark Goblin. He's probably got his hogs ready to go at some point. So Dark Goblin's going to force something out here. Let's go with the recruits in the back. So see if he goes hogs in the middle. He doesn't, so that's pretty good. We don't get punished for that. Let's go furnace here. And I don't want to put too much of my eggs in one basket, so I'm going to do this here. Hit him with the vine spell. Oh, wait, what? The ghost got pulled. That was not what I had hoped to calculate there, to be honest. Let's go recruits here in the back. I think that would be enough time. We can go with our furnace as well after the fact. I think this would be pretty good. Don't know why I played the ghost as high as I did, but that's definitely going to come back and bite me a bit. So he gave up his arrows, which is really, really good. We are going to go with the Ram Rider here. We have the Vine spell, so we're going to drop that right here. Minimize the amount of damage we take and maybe get another... Oh, we get a Fire Spirit or a Furnace hit on the tower. We'll go with the log. That should clean that up. Let's go with our Evil Ghost as well. Oh, wow, that was really well played on his part. The Dark Goblin got targeted first, which sucks. Let's go recruits here. He's got Bar Barrel and Log, so... and Arrow. So let's go with the Vine spell here. That's just going to be really, really difficult for us to break through, unfortunately. Let's go with the Log again. I think not having a big spell is going to cost me in this one. But that's fine. We'll see if we can maybe make something happen here. Yeah, he's just spelling everything out, so that's going to be a real tough one. Maybe that's the weakness, you know, with this deck, because we don't have the luxury of an Executioner. Executioner would definitely be a lot better in this matchup, or instead of Log, if you have the Bar Barrel, you know, that's definitely going to also be beneficial, but can't win them all. Good game, well played. Let's get on to another one. All right, next match here. Keeping things rolling. We don't have either of our evolutions in hand, so got to be careful of that. We do have Evil Furnace coming up, so I feel fine sometimes going Dark Goblin at the bridge. You know, it just keeps that, keeps your opponent on their heels about that. Let's go Ram Rider here. There's a chance it's probably RG or Expo, so it's not even going to matter, but you never know if they've got Knight. Seeing that, it's definitely going to be Expo, so if they have a Knight, you know, having King Tower could help here and there, so at least minimize, you know, maybe the need to occasionally drop something to respond to it. Just never know. Oh, wait a sec. That's not what I was expecting, especially with E-Spirit. Maybe it's just minor cycle, a minor poison cycle maybe. So in that case, I'm going to go Furnace on this side here. Probably going to be the move. We can definitely go for some recruits here, and we'll get a counter push. Oh, that's well played on the timing there. So he's gonna go Delivery plus Log. Yeah, that's pretty typical of a minor deck. So he's gonna defend this really well. That Ram Rider is kind of a throwaway at that point, but yeah, that was pretty well played. So I'm gonna go for probably a Ghost because I want to get the Evil Ghost going. This is really one of those decks where you want to get to double Elixir and then overwhelm them with a split lane push, because it's really that Tesla that's the crux of his defense. I'm going to go Prince as well here. So even though he played on the inside, we should have a pretty decent push here now. I'm going to go Dark Goblin, and let's see what he does. Yeah, we're going to be able to snipe that Tesla at least a little bit. So I'm not going to complain really. Well played though on his part. He's really defending this well. So King Tower is actually going to help us big time defend against that Dark Prince. So Ram Rider, keep in mind, is also a great option for defending. I'm going to offer Recruits though, because he's probably going to send that Miner pretty soon. Yeah, there's that Miner, kind of just syncing things up. Even though we don't get a lock, you know, we're still in a pretty good spot, I'd say. I'm going to go Ghost here. I'm going to log this side. Probably have to get the Dark Goblin to kind of help out. Oh, he's really doing a good job trying to keep that one evil Skelly alive. So we're gonna have to be super careful here on this counter push. Oh no, this is definitely not what we want. We're gonna hit him with the log. I had to overcommit there because I really didn't want to take that. Dark Goblin here should be able to snipe anything he drops across the bridge. He misses that, which is gonna be massive. Ram Rider here should be good. Ooh, we get a connection. He misses the Ram Rider, guys. That's going to be massive because that puts us right back into the game. So now that he doesn't have Rocket, we can go Furnace. He might go for his Miner there. So this is going to be great. Now we can get another push going. It doesn't really make sense to split my damage against a matchup like this because he's just going to cycle so quickly. So it's just one thing to keep in mind. Let's go with the Vine Spell here. That should kind of keep things at bay for a bit. Then Dark Goblin should just be able to eat everything up more or less. So yeah, look at that. Gets absolutely deleted, guys. We're gonna go for log. Oh my gosh, the Furnace or the Fire Spirit from the Furnace helped take out the evil Skellies, which is massive. You know, that's just one of those things where, like I said, you know, just take your opportunities when they come, and especially when you have double elixir. He's gonna rocket that. That's fine. He's still gonna have to respond to that. So, you know, we can just slowly chip him out, I would say. I'm going to go Prince in the back here. At least give him the illusion that we're going to try to defend or to play like straight up offense. I'm going to snare that. That should be a pretty good value there. Ooh, we hit the E-Spirit there, guys. That's massive. We're going to get a Ram Rider going here as well. We're going to go Dark Goblin. Guys, we are just going to overwhelm him. We're going to go for a Vine Spell as well. We get the E-Spirit. He was going to drop something at some point, and that right there is just perfect timing. Good game, well played. Pretty solid stuff right there to wrap this video up. If you guys haven't given this deck a shot, definitely do so. If you do run into some more swarms or whatever it may be, Executioner would be good, or swap out the log for delivery and you'll be perfectly fine. So good game, well played. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.